I say I'm never gonna do another one once I finish a job because they take so much time and attention and dedication. But here we go again. 1960 C10 Apache. This one is in pretty good shape. There's none of them that are perfect at this age, unless they've been kept in a bubble in a garage. This one has had some metal work done by the client themselves. They already did their outer rockers, did some small patches in the floor. There is some stuff under here that we're gonna have to address when we get further than this, but like I said, not too bad. You know, got a few little holes here and there to dress up. This is not a show truck. This is one that's gonna be daily driven or as often as they wanna drive it. They've done their own engine assembly and transmission and drivetrain. It's already done. The frame and everything is cleaned up and pretty. So we are just gonna do the metal work, the body work, and the paint, and they're gonna take it back to their shop and finish and fit. So they've done their fitment already before bringing it to us. They've got their gaps where they want, and their fenders and hoods and bedsides that are aftermarket, they've already mocked them up. They're pretty happy with them. So we're not taking responsibility for that, but as far as the outside of it, we are gonna take responsibility for that. If you look down this, it's got some pretty good waves going down the end of it. Like there's something that's crushed in at one point here. Pretty good deviation in the body line, so we'll try to pull that out. Like I said, they've done a cab corner on it already. Rockers. We are getting ready to do some exploratory blasting. So you get your rotisserie tuned up, it's this easy. It'll set wherever you want it instead of breaking over and damaging stuff. So this, being on a rotisserie, exposes everything to be able to get to it nice and clean. Sandblast guy can get underneath there. There's a lot of, I don't think it's undercoating. There may be some of it that is undercoating, but looks like this is driven over some fresh asphalt back in the day. It's kind of strange where it's at, but they have already, like I said, patched the floor themselves. We're gonna do some sealing to keep that a little bit better. Looks like we got a little hole right here in the cab corner. But all in all, here we go again. This time in 1960. We got green was the factory color with white, had a gray interior. This is gonna have multiple colors on it. Roof looks pretty bad from here, but once they get it down to white metal again, I have faith. I have faith that we've got something to work with on this one. So follow us as we go. This is November 4th, 2025. We've already got the small pieces blasted and hanging up in the booth. Take you in and show you that. That door is halfway done. You can see where old paint. They did patch in this corner right here, original, and this is some of the blasting has already been done on this door. Mr. Danny Kerr went to lunch. He gets back, he'll finish that out. We'll hang it up, and we're gonna get all this put into an epoxy primer for corrosion inhibiting and bare metal. You never want it to set out any longer than it has to. Here's this door that's already been blasted. Not too bad. You know, insides of the doors are usually pretty good shape. This one, you get down on it, it's got a pretty good wave going on that we're gonna have to do some metal pulling on it. And we come over here. Already got the paint booth whirling. Said Mr. John's been wiping off of the excess dust with a fine brush and an air tool. So this is what they call white metal. Once it's been blasted, you can see some pitting here where the fender set on it. Inside door panel, got a little hole going on right here. We'll have to fix that. But all the little pieces and bits of brackets and covers. We've got the cowl right here. It's got some needs, a small hole there. Something had set on this and stayed wet for a while. They said it was carpet. This side looks okay, but it's got a crease in it. Anything that's damn near 60 years old is going to have some kind of aging from the metal. I got some holes right there, but this is what you got once it's been sandblasted. And like I said, here in the next hour, we're going to be putting some epoxy on that to keep it from flash rusting. So lots goes into these. People don't realize how much time and energy goes into a complete sandblasted up to full paint. A lot of steps in the process of getting it done right, but that's what we try to do here. We like to get them down to the bare metal and start back fresh. Fill what needs to be filled with metal, not with Bondo. Got some fittings in there, obviously, that show themselves a lot better once it's been blasted. And some people paint over top of that stuff or put some Bondo over it, and it just does not give a long-lasting result. So we try to do them right. We like making things pretty, and we don't want them to come back for something we didn't do right. So there comes in the budget. Takes a lot of time and energy to do these, therefore takes a lot of money to do them and to do them right. So check it out as we go. We'll know by this afternoon what we got to work with.